What's going on, everybody? This is Alex KGB, and today I'll be telling you about my adventures, how I was getting the secret Nuka quantum power armor paint. Now this video the idea comes from Pure Savagery. I'm gonna leave link in the description to his channel and to his guide. I took a little different approach because of how hard it was to get it. Now there's no quest for that. This was data mined, and pretty much he discovered that there is that armor and he figured out a way how to get it. So as you can see, I started following his guide first, just started collecting the cards, the ID cards, but it is insanely popular. Everybody's doing it on every server, people trying to get that power armor paint. So there were 3 people just waiting for the ID card to spawn. But the thing is, those items don't spawn with you rejoining the server. They spawn once when the server reboots, or I guess some period of time passes. So there's no way you can just wait for it and it will appear. So I had to take a different approach, and I figured out the first way would be going for the key. To make sure that the building actually has the key, does have it in there, it's not opened, because I jumped around in maybe 5 or 6 places that I went. I started collecting cards first, got the code, got into the building, and it was actually gone. There was no key, the door was already opened. So I server hopped a bit. Every time in that building the key is always gone. So ideally what you want to do is to find a map where the key is actually locked in. So you can go there, make sure you can grab it. There's a point of getting the access code, because if you get access point, it just gets it's once. You have to write it down and you'll use it to open the secret door. So I found actually the server where it wasn't used, the key was still hidden. So now it made point to go and get the access cards. So one ID card reader, the second ID card reader, and the wall is locked. Okay, so the next step would be going to the Nuka plant and getting the ID card. Now in his guide, Pure Savagery talks about the bathroom door being locked, but in many cases while I was going and collecting the cards, it was actually unlocked, so I didn't even have to lockpick the lock. So here's the card. We got the first card. Now time to get the second one. So the second card is located on top of the Tanagra Town tree, the tree that grows in the swamp, and that's where the people were waiting on the card in the first place in the beginning of this video. Having a jetpack or marsupial mutation definitely helps in this location, because it might be a little hard to get this card. Now the next location is the crashed plane. You have to find a suitcase, and it's located right under the plane, where it will have the instructions on how to obtain the password needed to get the key. So after we dealt with all the mobs, here's a suitcase right underneath this plane right here, and the item we're looking for is called Nuka Marketing Access Code. After we're done with the access code, we want to go and get the code to unlock the secret room. Now the code is unique, and as you can see, I already see someone trying to obtain the code. So we're traveling to Ingram Mansion, and now it's actually a race, because if I'm gonna lose the key, if I'm not gonna be able to obtain it, all the progress towards gathering the cards, everything was useless, because you server hop, your cards are gone. You have to start over. Okay, so you go ahead and use that terminal. The key gonna be generated. It's a one-time use key. You have to write it down. Keep it safe until you get the key, the actual key. When you got the code, you want to travel to the Overlook cabin. And when I arrived, there was one person that was going for the key. He was trying, I don't know, he was a little naive in terms of getting the key, and the other one was already inside. So I had to reach the panel first, which I did. So I did activate the 2 ID cards at the end. It provided me with the opening in the wall to enter the code. But the problem was, if I enter the code, the guy could just grab the key, and if he does that, all the effort was lost. So right after I entered the code, I had to rush to grab the key, because I mean, it can take a while server hopping to find the key. So I just kind of ran past him, grabbed the key, grabbed the note on well, it's like a quest note. The guy wasn't happy about it. He was not happy about it. He gave me a thumbs down. But I mean, what can I do, right? There is actually a way how you could have approached it differently. You can go directly to the spot where the power armor spawns, and because it is so popular, a lot of the times the doors, they're gonna be open. So you want to go to the Black Mountain Ordnance Work, and over there just follow the road. So here I did server hop for a while, and every time actually when I load in this location, and I guess the game starts loading all the assets, all the items that's supposed to be in this location, it would lag really bad for 2 or 3 seconds. Maybe there's some algorithm running trying to figure out should it spawn the plant or not. But yeah, if you just go to this big pile of rocks, I guess, behind it there's going to be the location. And as you can see, I didn't open the door. The door was already opened. So you can just server hop, and some people actually did acquire the plants this way. And at some point you'll find when the door is open, you don't need the key. You don't need to go through all the process trying to obtain it, and you will have the plants in there. Now, I would rather get the key first, because not all the time you will have the doors open. A lot of times you're gonna go there and the door gonna be closed, and without having the key, you'll be thinking to yourself that, okay, the plan is there, but I just can't get in, and well, it kind of sucks. The other thing that I did also, sometimes when I server hoped and I noticed that I'm kind of going through the same servers, I would go and exit to the desktop and then get back into the game. I would not lie to you if I'll say that I actually server hoped for 1 hour with the key, opening this spot in order to find the plant. And when I was about to give up, I stopped already recording, and I just went there and tried to find it just the last time, the very last time before, saying, okay, I give up and have a video how I did not find the plant. I stopped recording, and actually it was there. So you can see it in my inventory, but you can't see how I picked up from the table. It definitely reminded me of the better days when you actually had to server hop and find whatever you need at the vendor, because it wouldn't have at one location. You had to change servers several times. But I mean, if you want to have less effort on gaining this item, probably wait a week or two. Definitely get the key if you can, because once you have the key, it stays with you. You can server hop and open the door every time. But if you can't find it within like half an hour server hopping, just give it a week or two and then go grab it. But I definitely enjoyed this hidden quest. It was a great experience, and maybe we'll see an official update regarding this on how to earn it in the game, because this is somewhat data mining is kind of a cheating, sort of. Okay, now we're pretty much done with this video. I just wanted to show you how it looks, and you'll see me building it. But meanwhile, I just wanted to talk about the next video I want to record. So the PvP is coming soon, and I'm planning to build a character. It's gonna be power armor focused, and it's gonna be heavy weapons, because lasers and heavy weapons did get a buff. It's buff in durability and 10 to 20% buff in damage. So I figured out PvP, heavy weapons, power armor, sounds like a great stuff to build. So I already have the perks. I have 2 builds. One is quality of life focused, the other is pure PvP. Now I'm gonna be doing a review of these builds tomorrow, so we can go through them together. I'm also gonna present my power armor build for the PvP, and hopefully you can give me some advice in the comments and your thoughts on the build, what can be adjusted and moved. And I'm definitely looking forward for the PvP servers to start. Okay, so this was Alex KGB. Definitely check out the author that originally found this, Pure Savagery. I'm gonna provide a link in the description to his video. His video is a more clear cut on how to find it guide. Mine is sort of adventure and adjustment what to do, because there's so many people trying to get this item. What would be the best way to approach that? But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you like the video, subscribe, hit a bell if you're feeling you're committed to this channel now. Yeah, but once again, thanks everyone for watching. This was Alex KGB, and bye bye.